we are lonelier. Someone has gone from our life who was like the certainty of refuge. Someone has gone from the world who was like the certainty of honor. Those words were first said of a great woman at her death by a devoted, somewhat younger fellow laborer in her fields. I, speaking them today, feel in no way the measure of their author, Adlai Stevenson. But I do know today the feeling that inspired him to them. That someone, his certainty, was Eleanor Roosevelt. To me, and to perhaps all of us here, my certainty, now gone, is Lois Hanson. We cannot help it. We are lonelier. And yet we are gathered here in a place of refuge. And we are gathered here in a place of honor. I want to welcome you to this place, to our Unitarian church. I want to welcome you to Lois Hanson's church, for our church is hers and she is our church, if any two identities can ever be as one. If you are a stranger to our church, if this be even your first minute here among us, but you know Lois Hanson, even in the smallest, fleetest, or indirect way, then you know us. Or at least you know the best of who we are. And you are welcome among us to share the loneliness at her loss, to share our gifts from her life, and to bind ourselves to extend life beyond loss and beyond loneliness into the days which now beckon us forward. When the ripe fruit falls, D.H. Lawrence, the British novelist, wrote, when the ripe fruit falls, its sweetness distills and trickles away into the veins of the earth. When fulfilled people die, the essential oil of their experience enters the veins of living space and adds a glisten to the atom, to the body of immortal chaos. For space is alive, and it stirs like a swan whose feathers glisten silky with oil of distilled experience. Let us make such a space here. Let us make a space alive, a space that glistens. I trust that won't be hard, given the tears which will glisten. Our calling here, though, amidst our tears, is to stir and distill the essential oil of Lois's experience and our experience with Lois. Our calling is to infuse that sweet, silky oil of Lois's life into each other's veins. We'll answer this call with music, a refuge, and hope. We'll answer this call by hearing words, by gazing on images, by sharing reflective silences. And in so doing, we'll restore the certainty of honor. Let us begin with music.